Welcome back, shooters. In this video we're going to be talking about one of my favorite metal sights. I am guilty of using previously one of those plastic sights made by Magpul. I dropped in a couple of times and I bend them, so it's very easily. The one I'm going to be recommending for you to use in these videos are made by Midwest Industry. They are the combat sights. These are these beauties over here. They are notorious for being known very sturdy, very simple, and most of all lightweight. If you are one of those guys like me that have a tendency to pick a slightly heavier barrel than usual, so you're gonna have to find different ways to cut weight, since you already pick a heavier barrel than for your AR platform. These are for your M4, AR-15, M16 type of rifle. They are just beautiful, they're sturdy, they are tough. So stay with me for the video. Once you get them out of the box, this is what you're gonna be receiving. It's gonna be the front side and the rear side, plus the adjustment tool for the front side. There are specification on them. It's the only colors that they have them available so far is gonna be only black. I looked all over, they don't have any flat or earth or olive green. That's what I like for all my AR-15 platform. Just to make the match, it's just my personal preference. So you're gonna have to pay some extra gunsmithing fees for the coating if you're into it. The weight, the front one is gonna be 1.4 ounces. The rear one is gonna be 1.2 ounces. So if you're gonna be able to cut weight if you went for a heavier barrel. The height, there so far they only made them for the lower 1/3 cut width. If you're planning on using the with a, excuse me, this was reversed, red dot size, so it's gonna be, it's gonna be in your lower 1/3 cut width. They do not make them for the 1.93 lower 1/3 cut width in case you're planning on use a gas mask or a night vision device that are gonna be bumping with it. This is the shorty bench. I prefer like that. Something to be aware: the rear side, if you go if you ever pick one that is gonna cut witness with the 193 red dot, it's gonna be protruding when you hold them back. It's gonna be coming farther than the upper receiver. It's gonna be larger. Just to be aware, it won't affect functionality when using the charging handle, but something to be aware if you choose that option. Both are made of the base, they're made aluminum 6061. The post themselves, they're made of a steel, so there is no way you're gonna bend them, and there's no way you're gonna damage the upper receiver. The AR-15 upper receiver, most of them are made out of aluminum 7075. This is aluminum 61 is softer, so you won't be able to do any dents or anything on your upper, generally speaking. The adjustment for the front one is gonna be a 1.5 MOA of elevation. It comes with the adjustment tool. You're gonna have to make sure you pinch. You see the dents over here? I got them, yeah. And then you're gonna have to pinch over here this. Let me see if I get it on camera. There you go. You see it on the top. That's where you're gonna have to press. And for every rotation, for every click, I'm sorry, you're gonna have a 1.5 MOH of elevation. On the rear one, you're gonna have to do the adjustment just manually on the side. The adjustment is going to be more refined. You're going to have a 0.5 MOA of windage adjustment. They also have an available in 45 degrees for people who are running in scopes. It's just a personal preference. I do not like 45 degrees, but it's the flavor out there, so your choice, your weapons. The torque specification for both of them is going to be 35 inches per pound. You're going to have to buy one of these tools that I also review on my gunsmithing playlist. Go and check this out. This is what I use for my scope installation, sights, action, torque specification. This is very useful if you're into doing your basic gunsmithing at home. The pros that I see on this side, they're notorious for being rugged, almost indestructible because of the steel pods. They're also notorious for being both very lightweight in case you went for a slightly heavier barrel. They're very low profile to allow optics. If you're thinking about using this one in combination with your ACOG that I also review on my channel, go on the playlist and then you select optics, and you will see the ACOG that I reviewed issued to the US Forces. You can combine both the rear one. It's not going to interfere with it. And then another benefit that I see, some of the sites that you see on the market, and also some sites that I have reviews on my channel, they have some sort of pause on the side that kind of obstruct the view a little bit. That's a personal preference. I prefer more simplistic site. The cons, there's no perfection. The majority of the Tritium sites that you see on the market, that's because back in the days when night visions that were not very developed, you were able to combine the Tritium site with night vision. Nowadays, the night vision, the performance is so great that if you try to look through a Tritium site, there's gonna be overglow. It's gonna be bothering. That's why most of the modern site producers, they're staying away from the Tritium, because it wouldn't do so well with the Tritium sight and night vision combination. However, for hunters, they still want to stick to taking some shots at dusk or dawn when visibility is not the best. So if you're planning on using them for your hog hunting or something, you don't have a Tritium sight. And another thing I did not like about them, that they didn't have any more color available. So please, Midwest Industry, if you ever watch this video, it won't take too much to offer more colors. Another thing that I think that it's 2024, everybody's already making their torque specification with laser. It doesn't take hours. You don't get any specifications on the torquing. If you own several firearms, I'm not the smartest guy. I don't get to memorize every single specification on the torquing on every scope or sight or action barrel knot. Is just too much for me. I think they have plenty of space to laser or engrave besides their brand, their specification. This one, you're gonna have to torque them to 35 inches per pound, or just come back to my video and check the specifications. They only have the only one Turco witness, as I mentioned before. Another downside that I see on this one, they say the producer says that these are long range engagement as well as close combat, and that's relative. If you have a 20-inch barrel, yes, you can take some more accurate shots, but if you have a shorty 10.3, 10.5, you're not going to be able to take engagement with these sights on the 500 yard. That's just, I personally am not that good. If you can do it, hey, congratulations, you're the man or the girl, you know. I'm not that good. These sites and Midwest Industry, they offer you a lifetime warranty. If something goes wrong with it, you just send them, they'll send you replacement. So it's something that to be aware. And most of all, another aspect that I do like, that these are homemade in the United States. So, you know, this is gonna develop jobs for Americans. With all those things said before, I think those are sites to consider if you are on the market to replace your plastic sites, because they already messed them up, as I did. As always, thank you for your time. Don't forget to subscribe and share with like-minded people. You'll have a wonderful day. God bless you all.